This is JC Setting the Record Straight podcast. I'm your host, JC. On this channel, we set the record straight. That means we fact check and correct commonly believed misinformation and propaganda. Whenever I take a personality test, I always come up as an architect, INTJ. An architect is a person with introverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging personality traits. So I'm reading from this website called 16 Personalities. Architects question everything. Many personality types trust the status quo, relying on conventional wisdom and other people's expertise to guide their lives. But the ever skeptical architects prefer to make their own discoveries. In their quest to find better ways of doing things, they aren't afraid to break the rules or risk disapproval. In fact, they rather enjoy it. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but what it says is that architects aren't known for being warm and fuzzy. They tend to prioritize rationality and success over politeness and pleasantries. In other words, they rather be right than popular. Because architects value truth and depth, many common social practices, from small talk to white lies, may seem pointless or downright stupid to them. As a result, they may inadvertently come across as rude or even offensive when they're only trying to be honest. So this accurately describes me. I hate small talk with a passion. Like, if there's not a point to the conversation, I think it's a complete waste of time. I don't like people invading my personal space. I can't handle people's emotional baggage, like all of this bullshit. It just drives me crazy. I do value being right over being popular. It's not because I'm arrogant. It's because I want the truth to be revealed. So when I hear people putting out incorrect information, it bothers me to the core and I feel like I need to correct them. And this can annoy people because I really don't have any respect for authority. So it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a judge, if you're a college professor. If you're saying something incorrect, I will call you out. Again, I don't care about being popular. So when people talk about how I don't have that many subscribers, nobody listens to my channel, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I take pride in being right. I value objective knowledge and truth. So this whole time I thought that I was an alpha male because architects are at the top of the social hierarchy, but I'm actually not an alpha male. I'm a sigma male, and sigma males are on par with alpha males, but we exist outside of the social hierarchy. So we're on the same level with alphas. So now I'm going to explain the difference between an alpha male and a sigma male. Sigma males are commonly described as introverted alphas. So we're just as capable as the alphas, however, we're not overtly aggressive. Although we're capable of leading, we don't feel a need to dominate people. We don't have the fragile egos of alpha males. Unlike alpha males, sigma males don't need social validation. We're self-actualized. We don't feel the need to compete. We don't need attention. We're comfortable leading silently without receiving any praise or acknowledgement. This gives us a huge advantage over alpha males because when we fall down, we get right back up. So even if you put a sigma male at the bottom, if you put us in a position of a janitor or some low position, we still have the same confidence as an alpha. We don't consider ourselves beneath anyone, and we still command the same level of respect as an alpha. So because we're not showing any overt signs of aggression, people commonly mistake us as being beta males. But the problem comes when the sigma males try to dominate us. It just doesn't work. This drives alpha males crazy. They're trying to figure out how come we won't submit like everyone else, especially if we're in a lower position or if we have lower social standing. And the reason is because of our introversion. We exist outside of the social hierarchy. So all of the things that people care about, money, prestige, clout, We don't give a fuck about any of that. What we value is our capabilities. We value our intellect. It doesn't matter where we are socially. If we think that we're smarter than you, then you can't dominate us. It just is what it is. We're more goal oriented than an alpha. The alpha needs to be in control, whereas the sigma doesn't. We can perform just as well at the bottom of the social hierarchy as being at the top. The alpha can't. The alpha has to be in charge. The sigma doesn't care about being in charge. We just want the goal to be accomplished or the job to get done. I'm going to make a disclaimer. Although I don't really care about dominating other men, it seems to work better with white men. White men respect intelligence. Conversely, black men tend to get upset and want to fight. They definitely do not want to be dominated or outwitted by a gay dude. They see this as a threat to their manhood. Whether we're gay or straight, sigma males are not motivated by attention from women anyway. That's something that would apply to alpha males. Sigma males look at things completely different from most people. We don't want attention. It doesn't do anything for us. We're self-actualized and we don't need validation from other people. In fact, receiving too much attention can be very draining for a sigma male. We need alone time so that we can think. If we don't get our alone time, we cannot function properly. This may become a problem for sigma males who are in relationships. If their partners don't respect boundaries, it's not going to work. Although sigma males do not try to dominate people on purpose, they may nevertheless be considered intimidating. This is mostly due to the fact that they're enigmatic. That is, sigma males are mysterious and people have a hard time figuring them out. The fact that sigma males do not succumb to social or peer pressure also makes people feel uncomfortable. Sigma males don't care about what kind of car they drive. They don't care about whether their clothes are in style, nor do they care about fitting in to social groups. Sigma males exist within their own heads. Therefore, the outside world is of little interest to them. People often think that sigma males are bored because they're alone, but they're not bored. They're just thinking. When people ask me about my hobbies, I tell them that my favorite thing to do is to think. I spend a great deal of time thinking and engaging in self-reflection. Although I have a high level of self-awareness, I have difficulty relating to other people. So I'm going to go through some of the traits of a sigma male. Sigma males are independent. They rely on themselves. We enjoy our own company and we tend to not get lonely. I actually feel more lonely when I'm around a group of people. So the next one is that sigma males are elusive. It says that sigma males are not secretive, but they don't engage in banalities. This is what I was talking about. Sigma males do not like small talk. It's the most annoying thing in the world. So when someone tries to make small talk with me, I tend to give them very short answers, and then I tune them out. Eventually, they get the hint and they leave me alone. The next one is that sigma males are deep thinkers. Sigma males are deeply interested in understanding the purpose of life. Because of the depth of their thinking, sigma males often reject what society says and does. Basically, if it doesn't make sense, we're not going to do it. We have our own moral code. We don't follow what society says. Sigma males detest shallowness. So if someone is talking about their car and their rims, they're going to lose my interest very quickly. I can't even pretend to be interested. The next one says sigma males are charismatic. So their lack of desire for social approval makes them stand out. This is true. I try really hard not to draw too much attention to myself. In doing so, I end up drawing even more attention to myself. Sigma males are dominant, but in a different way from the dominance displayed by alphas. We're not loud, hostile, or show-offs. We get others to do what we want without them even noticing. So I'm not reading all the traits, so I'm going to skip ahead. The next trait is that Sigma males dislike rules. It says Sigma males are not anarchists and they do obey the rules, but where the rules are not transparent or the rules seem trivial and pointless and no one is getting harmed, they may choose to sidestep them. I actually am an anarchist and I don't follow the rules. If the light is red and there's no one around, I'm going to keep driving. The next one says Sigma males detest constraints. Sigma males do not like being controlled. I hate being controlled by anyone, including my parents, the government, even God. Although Sigma males possess many positive traits, the traits of a Sigma male can be considered a disorder. Those with schizoid personality disorder exhibit many of the same traits as a Sigma male. I have known for years that I was schizoid. It was only recently that I found out about Sigma males. Schizoids are not antisocial, we're asocial. Although we have the ability to interact with people, we prefer to be alone. I was considering writing a book about why schizoid personality disorder should not be considered a disorder. I'm not sure that many people would be interested. A lot of people haven't even heard of schizoid personality disorder. When they hear about schizoid personality disorder, they automatically think about schizophrenia. Although schizoids tend to build up a wall to protect their inner selves, schizoids tend to be well functioning so long as we're given alone time. So you can either look at it as a disorder or you can look at it as a superpower. We're self-sufficient, we don't need validation from other people, we're highly self-aware, and we're not harming anyone despite the fact that many people get their feelings hurt because they want our attention. Neither Sigma males nor schizoids are social animals. We prefer to be left alone. I could go into detail about it, but I think I'm going to save that for when I create my new channel. For the longest time, I thought I was a weird alien, but it turns out that there are plenty of people who are just like me. I find it really interesting that when people learn about being a Sigma male, they suddenly claim to be one. Sigma males are extremely rare. Unless you are an extreme introvert who doesn't need validation from other people, who prefers to be alone, unless you're someone who doesn't like authority, unless you're extremely private, and unless you have a high level of self-awareness, you're probably not a Sigma male. If you feel threatened by someone else saying that they're a Sigma male, you're probably not a Sigma male. Sigma males are self-actualized. We don't need to compete. We're not a part of the social hierarchy, and our self-worth is not defined by other people's self-worth. Thanks for your support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload new content.